Moving on, this section is called illegal construction moves. Before getting started, why might this section be titled Illegal Construction Move? Type your response in the space provided. So why would they call it illegal? Okay, it's not against the law per se, but remember we're talking about geometry. The title of our lesson is Build It, so construction builds things. What might be illegal about the geometry that we do? So take a moment, pause the video, and type in your response. Okay, here we go. So the instructions say create a circle centered at A with a radius AB. Okay, so I think, if I think I can use my compass tool. So if I use my compass tool, I'm going to click on A, and then I'm going to click on B, and then I can do that. See if I can move my large circle. It doesn't fit all the way on here. So if you are inside the box here, you can increase or decrease the size of your shape just by rolling up or rolling down on your mouse or trackpad. And then to move the entire screen, move outside of the work box. Okay. Estimate the midpoint of segment A to B. So here's segment A to segment B, and we're estimating the midpoint, and we're going to label it C. Okay, so I'm going to click on the point button, and then I'm going to do my best guess as to the middle smack between A and B, and then that labels it C for me. Create a circle centered at B with a radius of B to C. Okay, centered at B, and the radius is going to go to C. Okay, so again with my compass tool, and I'm going to start off with my C, and then go to my B, and there we go. So I have B is the center of the smaller circle, the radius to C, which is my estimated midpoint between A and B. Right. Mark the two intersecting points with the intersection tool. Label the one toward the top of the page as D and the one toward the bottom of the page as E. Intersecting means crossing. So if you look down here at our tools, the intersection tool is the fourth tool from the left, and when you click there or hover over it, it tells you it's the intersecting tool. So where the two circles intersect, is right here, and the top one, it will label it D for me. And then down here, the bottom one, it will label it E for me. So using that intersecting tool. Now I'm going to use the polygon tool to connect points A, D, and E to make a triangle ADE. The polygon tool is the last tool on the right, and it says polygon. So I'm going to click on A, to D, to E, back to A, and there's my triangle ADE. Isn't that fun? So let me show you again. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let me, nope, delete. Delete. Okay, so here's our point, here's our line A to B. Create a circle centered at A with a radius of AB. I'm going to use my compass tool, which is the second from the right. Click on B, then I'm going to click on A, and I'm going to click on A again, and my circle is now drawn. I'll move it over here just a bit. And click outside the box so it doesn't make it bigger or smaller. Estimate the midpoint of segment AB and label it C. So the line here, the radius AB, I'm going to guess that right about here is the middle of it. I'll label it C. Create a circle centered at B with a radius of BC. Mark the two intersection points with the intersection tool. Label the one toward the top of the page as D and the one toward the bottom as E. So create a circle centered at B with a radius BC. So I'm going back to my compass tool. B is my radius, C is my center, and there we go. And oh. This one is not being friendly to me. Let me undo compass. C to B. There we go. C to B, not B to C. That's where I messed up. The two intersecting points using the intersection tool, which is the fourth from the left. My two circles intersect here, so it's labeled point D, and down here, labeled point E. Now I'm going to use the polygon tool to connect A, D, and E to make triangle ADE. My polygon tool is the last one, or the first one on the right. So I'm clicking on A, D, E, and back to A to close up my shape, and there it is. Woohoo! Success! Yay! Can you make a perfect copy? Can you make a perfect copy? Woo! Here is a hexagon with all sides congruent and angles congruent as well. It's called a regular hexagon. Try to draw a copy of the regular hexagon using only the pen tool. Draw your copy next to the hexagon given and then drag the given one onto yours. What happened? So first I need to draw, and this was the very first thing we did with the two circles that intersected. So you can try this as many times as you want to because, you know, the erase button is right here. Okay. Regular hexagon, all sides are the same length, all angles are the same measurement. Okay, I'm just going to stop it right there and then drag this over here. Yeah, not anywhere, although the bottom is fairly close. None of the other sides are close at all. Whew, that pen tool is tough. Okay. Here's a figure that shows the first few steps to constructing the regular hexagon. Here it is. Use the straight edge and compass moves to finish constructing the regular hexagon. Drag the given one onto yours and confirm that it fits perfectly onto itself. Why don't you pause the video for a few minutes and see if you can figure out how to get that regular hexagon drawn on your own by using that straight edge and compass tool and line segment tool. Okay, why don't you pause the video and try it? Don't worry. You can reset it so that you can do something different. Right? Okay. So we've got this line here. Okay, so that's done. All right, and it looks like these 2 points, top and bottom, are the intersecting points of the circles. So I'm going to go up here to the intersection tool, and I'm going to click up here, and it's down there. Okay, so then I'm going to use my line segment tool to connect this point to this point here. Okay, success. All right, so now, okay, looking good so far. Now I need to get this point over here. Well, these two circles look like they're the same size. So I I'm going to draw a circle with the compass. Okay, I'm going to use the center here. All right, and I'm going to adjust it so it goes through my center and point D, and then there's point E. Sweet. And then I can do another intersecting tool and get right there. Segment. Segment. All right. And now I just need this point right here. So once again, use my compass tool. I'm going to go from the center here out here, and then I can adjust the circle so that it's going through point F, and there it labels point G for me. So now I can do line segment, line segment. Okay, and then, oops, and then I can match them up. Hello! They match. Woot woot. So I did that using I wonder if this deletes the whole thing. We'll see. Nope. And there we go. Excellent. So I did this using the compass tool, the segment tool, and the intersecting tool. Hey, try it a few times. Go for it. I think you can hit this button here and it'll refresh the whole thing. Okay. So now this last one. How do you know each of the sides of the shape is the same length? How do you know? What's your proof? Can't say they look the same length. You can't say that. How do you know for sure? Our summary here. To construct geometric figures, we use a straight edge and a compass. These tools allow us to create precise drawings that someone else could copy exactly. So using those tools, that is how we were able to create the regular hexagon up here. We use the straight edge to draw a line segment, which is a set of points on a line with two endpoints. We name a segment by its endpoints. Here is segment AB with endpoints A and B. We use the compass to draw a circle, which is the set of all points the same distance from the center. We describe a circle by naming its center and a radius. Here is the circle centered at point F with a radius of F to G. Early mathematicians noticed that certain properties of shapes were true regardless of how large or small they were. Constructions were used as a way to investigate what has to be true in geometry without referencing numbers or direct measurements. All right, and that is our first lesson with tools with geometry. Once you have finished entering in everything that you have been instructed to enter in, drawing, all of that, you can click that Done button and submit your lesson.